My mother-in-law is an absolute racist. Why do I say that? She wants me to have a surrogacy because she doesn't want me to have her grandbaby because I'm not white. Hello everyone. I'm here to share my plea about my mother-in-law Lily. Sorry guys if this offends anybody, but my mother-in-law is racist. She's the epitome of racism. She hates people with colored skin. With hate, I mean pure hatred. Well, sorry for my rambling, but I'm really stressed with what she's been doing to me all these years. I'm 28, female, married to my long-term boyfriend of 4 years, Zachary. We met at a management college during our post-graduation. We were classmates, and we thought this to just be a fling. I'm of Indian region, but was born and brought up in Boston. Zach is a white American. Such a detailed description of ethnicity was not required, I know, but ethnicity is the reason for the ongoing trouble in my life. This was my concern when Zach and I got serious about each other, because Zach's mom was fussy about the ethnicity thing. She pretended to like me and masked her face with a plastered smile, but her hate for me was very evident. She often used to remark, nothing personal, you're a lovely girl, just that it's the color of your skin. Well, during our dating phase, she considered it to be a fling, just like we did. She wasn't that aggressively initial, but as the years passed and she saw us together, it started to bother her. Whenever Zach came to visit me, she asked him if he was still seeing that brown girl. Zach used to snap back at her, but she continued to address me like that. When Zach started to talk about the future with me, her hatred grew. It was not limited to my back. She started mocking me right to my face. She left no opportunity to belittle me, and she would comment on hair, choice of clothing, eating habits, and whatnot. I might not be white, but I'm as much American as she is. Yet she would always refer to white Americans as us, and we, and people as color as they. Finally, Zach stopped visiting his house even during the festivities and special occasions. I wasn't very happy that he was cutting off his family because I was and still am very attached to mine. I was skeptical about marrying Zach only for the one single reason. I'm somebody who believes in the family value system, so I never wanted Zach to do something that would make his parents unhappy. Eventually, Zach made me understand that parents should also respect children's choices and boundaries. Even my parents were apprehensive of me marrying into a family where I was not welcomed. But Zach's father was the sweetest man. He met my parents and assured them that I would be loved and respected by my in-laws. Lily was not happy about this, but father-in-law insisted that it should be Zach's decision whom he wants to marry, and that's what she had to say to back off. I was expecting her to create a nuisance at my wedding, but thank goodness it was smooth. Actually, I was very stressed before the event, but my father-in-law ensured that he would keep her in check, and he did. She was civil with my parents and guest. I thought she had accepted me and would move on beyond my skin color. To my surprise, she was still stuck there. So, we minimized our interaction with her, but my father-in-law used to visit regularly, and I bonded quite well with him. But Lily, Lily, was not a woman who gave up. When we stopped visiting her, she showed up at our house every now and then. We had to host her. After all, she was Zach's mother, and we could not be rude to her. The thing that's bothering me is that every time she visits me, she asks me about our family planning. I usually dodge the question by saying that we still have not thought about it. Her response to this is good. I'm not sure if she wants us to have kids or if she doesn't. I don't know how to read it. I confronted Zach about this, and he did not take it seriously. He said that she's just being curious in general and nothing to be bothered about. Well, she never brings this in front of him, so it's very difficult to make him understand her body language that she keeps exhibiting. Well, her tone, body language, it all disturbs me. I really don't know how to explain this. It doesn't seem like she's asking a general question at all. She is very keen about knowing this. And you know what happened yesterday. I saw her searching for something inside my bedside table drawer. Yes, it was so creepy. It happened so that she visited me. I was busy talking to my client, and I'm business consultant and run my own company. So I sometimes work from home if I have to take calls. When she came, I told her I was having a call and it would take about 45 minutes. She said, "Okay, continue, I'll make myself comfortable." I went to my cabin. However, due to some reason, the call was terminated midway because a key member from the client side did not show up. I went down to search for her, but she was nowhere to be seen. While I was coming back to the study to fetch my phone, I heard some scrambling noise from my bedroom. Zach wasn't home. When I went inside to check, I saw Lily near my bedside table, searching for something inside the drawer. I asked her if she needed anything. She was taken aback by my voice. I could find the panic and trembling in her voice, and at first she said no. When I asked her what she was doing there, she said that she was searching for a vaporizer. I asked her if she had a cold, and she said yes. I gave her the vapor roll, but she did not use it. She said that she'd check with my doctor and take anything. I didn't find her coughing or sneezing for the next few hours she was at my house. Neither did it look like she had a cold. With this incident, I remembered that there were instances when I found my closet to be tampered with. My purse was open, and the items were displaced in my bedroom. I noticed it, but never paid attention to it. Now, when I look back, I remember that in most of those days, Lily used to be at my house. It cannot be a mere coincidence. The problem is, although this is concerning, I cannot tell this to Zach. It's not that he won't understand me, but it doesn't look creepy to him that his mother was searching for a vaporizer in my drawer. I don't have enough evidence to prove what I've been observing, and I also don't know, well, what is she even up to? Any advice on how to deal with this? Do you guys foresee anything? I just want to be alert before I'm caught off guard. Update number 1. Hey people, thanks for helping me break down Lily's intention. If it were not for you guys, I definitely would have taken forever to figure out her intentions. I made a list of all the possible things Lily would be behind me. And the top one, well, that made the most sense, was a baby. I did 2 plus 2 and it added up. She used to ask me about having children, and then she was all searching for something in my bag, in my closet, in my drawer. She must be checking if we use protection. She used to find them in any of these places, and she was rest assured for some days that we were not planning children yet. I know it's common for grandparents to expect grandchildren. In that case, she would have asked us to plan and not sneak around and look for protection. All these were my assumptions. As soon as you suggested, I started playing around with her to confirm in my doubts. Well, I hid my pills and his protection in a different place inaccessible to her. I was careful with my bag and closet when she visited my home. Not only this, I started playing with my words while talking to her. The next time she asked me if we were planning a baby, I blushed and said, "Yeah, we're kind of planning." What is the expected reaction to this? "Wow, nice, good luck." Nope, hers was "No way, it's too early. You guys should enjoy your life first, baby can wait." I never heard a mother-in-law saying this. It wasn't even an advice, it was more of an instruction. So, currently, I'm just enjoying this drama, teasing her that we're planning for a baby and enjoying her reaction. I know it's a concern that she doesn't want us to have a baby, and I don't know why, or maybe I know. I'll probably update you when I have more details about her intentions. This was just a quick update for everyone to have a good laugh. People who have been checking on my last post, thank you for all the kind words. Update number 2. Hey guys, this is going to be a longer one. I finally figured out Lily's intention behind all these creepy activities. After a month of teasing her that we were planning for a baby, she finally spoke out. One day, she visits us, and Zach was also home that day. We were 3 sitting together. I said, "Zach, do you know Mom had been insisting me not to have children now?" Zach was like, "What?" Lily also turned pale. Zach asked her why she would suggest that, and she ran short of words. I said Mom thinks that we should enjoy our life more, and children would just destroy our peace and privacy. Mind you, Zach loves children. It was I who was pushing the plan of the baby to the next year. Zach wanted it now. Lily tried to cover up and say, yes, I was suggesting it for your own well-being and enjoy your youth. Zach said he had enjoyed enough and now he wanted a baby. See, I could have told Zach about it earlier, but the joy of having a face-to-face confrontation is so much fun. It led to such a scuffle between Zach and Lily that she turned aggressive and said, if you really want to have a baby, go for traditional surrogacy. Well, she decides to give the reason that pregnancy is difficult for women. I have a business and a career to take care of. She also said Zach, and I quote, it's not just her work would get hampered. Your business would also suffer because you would have to take care of her. So, better get a surrogacy. You guys can afford it. Go for it. Wow. I was a bit confused. I knew she could not be so kind and considerate. She has a different intention to suggest surrogacy, and not because of our work and well-being. Zach was like, okay, we'll see. Lily thought that we were immediately planning for a baby, and a few days later she again showed up, and this time she deliberately checked Zach's availability, because apparently she had something important to discuss with him. She brought the list of all the top places that provided surrogacy facilities, and she also shortlisted the women offering surrogacy. If this was not enough, she had a list of female egg donors as well, and she had shortlisted 2 of them. These 2 women have the best genetic features. Did you guys lose your mind? Imagine my and Zach's reaction. I used the punching bag to calm my nerves, but Zach lost his crap. He yelled at her for being nosy in our lives, and he said it's not her business to get into our lives like this. But she kept saying that she was suggesting this was a good motive. I knew she was not, though. I started poking her in the guise of pacifying the situation. I told her I could understand that she had good intentions to suggest surrogacy, but why did we need an egg donor? I mean, I'm fertile enough to produce one. She kept dodging the question and said her motive was genuine, but I pestered on this donor thing. She blurted out, your egg is going to have a brown baby. Why don't you guys get it? I cannot hold a brown grandchild. Think about our reputation, our future generation, our legacy. People would mock us. I cannot let you guys color our genes. Could you imagine how outrageous it was? Zach would also have punched her if she was not his mother. She stormed out of the conversation, and Lily gave me a look suggesting that I had ruined her relationship with Zach. She can think whatever she pleases, I don't care. I had to bring this to Zach's notice now. A few days later, she sent a sorry card to Zach, but he refused to speak to her. She even went to meet him at his office with flowers and all, but Zach did not forgive her. She's trying all means to fix her relationship with Zach. She's become extra sweet to me. But she did not say sorry to me. If you see, in actuality, she had belittled and offended me. She should have apologized to me, but Zach was already defending me so firmly that I did not need to throw my weight. Anyways, I hope she gets her lesson not to interfere in our personal life and stay away from us. I'll update you guys if anything develops. Update number 3. Guys, Lily is not the one who learns her lesson, right? Sorry I did not update this often because I run a hectic schedule, but thanks for offering me this space to vent. I feel so safe here. So, after the confrontation, Zach stopped talking to his mom. She tried all means to talk to him, but he did not. She then sobbed her way to my father-in-law. She said how sorry she was about her words, and now she wanted to fix everything. Father-in-law is a no-nonsense person, so all of us respect him very much. He called Zach and asked him to forgive Lily. He's a family man with rich life principles, and that's why he adores me so much, because of my value system. Zach and I could not refuse his plea. Yeah, Zach forgave his mother, but he drew a strict boundary that she would not interfere in our lives, and she pledged not to. She said that she wants to move with us for some time to be with us. She said she was feeling very guilty, and staying with us and spending time with us would help her cope with the guilt. We let her in. Actually, Zach and I spend the bare minimum of time at the house. It's almost safe to say that we come home just to sleep. If we were not working, we were busy partying or vacationing outside, so her presence in the house hardly even mattered. With all those discussions around children, Zach and I decided to plan for the baby right away. Zach was always ready for it, but this time I wanted it too. We did everything that we had to get pregnant, but my cycle came and went and there was nothing, no results. Every time I tested, negative. After trying for about 3-4 cycles, Zach suggested that we go see a doctor. Before we started trying, we did our test to check for genetic red flags, but nothing came up. Also, we did not have any psychological issues or anything like that, which would have delayed our conception. So we again went to the doctor and all the tests were repeated and nothing came up. The doctor asked us to just keep trying as there's no explanation for the negative result. She started monitoring me through the cycle, but nothing came up in the scans. There were times that I would just mentally give up. But the doctor said we should try at least for a year. She referred me to a fertility counselor, where I got to know that there were women who have been trying for many years, and it gave me hope. Lily was still living with us, but she was not bothering us at all. When she saw me in stress, she used to ask me the reason, and I always blamed work. I didn't want her to know about this. It would have been like bringing her back again to our personal life. After a while, therapy was also not working. When I was almost on the verge of giving up, I found something. I found Lily jinxing my morning juice. Yes, I saw it. My maid was also there, and she was involved in this too. I took the juice to my bedroom and flushed it. I realized I was not having any side effects from having that juice every morning. It's been something related to the birth control pills. I stopped eating and drinking anything separately. I wanted to run to Zach and tell him about what I've seen. I had no evidence, however, so I discussed it with my doctor friend who had been treating me. She suggested that instead of getting into some sort of revenge thing at that point in time, it's better that I just get rid of her. She asked me to assure Lily that I was going for traditional surrogacy because I was not producing healthy eggs. I asked her to give a written report. She said she cannot write this under her own authority, she can't risk her career for this. But she did create a fake report with her name and location on the prescription and wrote that I was not fertile enough to produce eggs. I went home, showed it to Lily, faking crocodile tears and wailing. I told her that the doctor had suggested surrogacy and she was delighted, but she pretended to be sad for me and I asked her not to tell Zachary about it because he would not agree to use other women's genes for his baby. He would take me to the other doctors for further treatment or would use my unhealthy eggs for surrogacy. She promised me that she would not say a word. I made her my ally, and we both started looking for doctors and surrogate mothers, and Lily is not a helpful woman to endure. She said that she had to go back to her husband as he had been alone and asked me to carry on with my search, but she insisted that I find gorgeous white women as donors. I said, yeah, why not? Once she left, I confronted the maid regarding the jinxing thing. She started crying and confessed to mixing birth control pills into my juice. She did this on Lily's instructions, of course, but I recorded her conversation. I did not fire her because she was bribed by Lily. Money can make you do anything. I threatened to report her to the police if she revealed this to Lily. She promised to be loyal to me. Now that Lily's not here, I'm hoping to conceive naturally. I'll update you guys when I get time. Thanks for checking in on me. Update number 4. This time I'm going to start with good news. We're expecting twins in the February. I know, I'm updating it very late, so sorry, blame my pregnancy exhaustion for this. The last year has been very eventful, guys, but I conceived on the very first cycle after Lily left. Zach and I were over the moon upon seeing the results, and our happiness doubled when we saw our twins on the ultrasound. I insisted Zach not to tell anybody about this until the first trimester was over, including his parents. He was confused because I've never put such a demand. Then I told him how Lily was mixing pills into my drink, and I showed him the confession recording of the maid. He called the maid and asked every single detail. He was so mad. and wanted to fire her right away, but I convinced him not to. We minimized the conversation with Lily as much as we could, and sometimes she used to call me to check about the surrogacy progress, and told her that we were very busy and had put a halt on the surrogacy for now. Approximately a month ago, it was Lily's and father-in-law's 30th anniversary. They had organized a huge party for the celebration. I told Zach that I wanted to use this opportunity to announce our pregnancy. I was about to complete 3rd month, and it was not long before my belly would pop. So what better than an occasion to announce it? After the cake cutting, when everybody was raising a toast to them, Zach and I used the opportunity to announce that our family is 2, is about to become a family of 4, with the 3D images of our twin. As expected, people showed their love and blessings to us. Lily thought that we were pregnant through surrogacy, so she did not react much. She was happy. She pulled me aside and asked me why I did not inform her about the surrogacy. I said, let's discuss it after the party. After the party was over, we were just close family members sitting. Lily told me, why aren't you drinking? Why are you behaving as if you're carrying it? By the way, show me the picture of the egg donor. I want to see her facial features. Well, I tightened my dress up to show her my tiny baby bump. She lost her mind at the sudden revelation, and she started yelling at me, calling me all sorts of names. Zach intervened, of course, asking her to stop, and she told everybody that I've played with her about the infertility. She revealed all the conversations I had with her about infertility and surrogacy, and I just stood there quiet. When she was finally done, Zach showed the confession, recording everyone. My father-in-law was absolutely furious, just to know that she had been doing such malicious things to stop me from getting pregnant. When she had nothing to defend herself, she said that she could not see a brown kid running into her house and taking forward her family name. Everybody lost their mind. By everybody, I mean Zach's uncle, brother-in-law, and his wife. They were the ones there still, and there was so much shouting and yelling at each other. It was mainly Lily versus others. Lily went on to say far more outrageous stuff. I was holding it in for too long. I started to cry. My father-in-law put his foot down and said to Lily, if you say one word against her, you'll no longer be my wife. He threatened to divorce her, and Zach said that she had done enough to hurt us, but now he won't let her do so. He banned her from entering our house or seeing our future children. Had it been another woman, she would have backed off and apologized. She was Lily. She stormed out of the house playing the victim that nobody understood her. Father-in-law and others consoled me and apologized to me for Lily's behavior. Father-in-law kept saying sorry that he failed to keep Lily in check. That's why I respect him so much. He's just so humble and kind. After that incident, Zach and I went for a short trip. I was mentally distraught with Lily's wrath, and pregnancy hormones just made it worse. I cried inconsolably. That trip helped me move on. Lily had tried to contact Zach over the last week, saying sorry and whatnot, but Zach is adamant about not letting her in during the pregnancy phase. We just cannot trust that woman. If not anything, she would disturb me mentally. I want to be happy and enjoy my pregnancy. Well, I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you guys for the love and blessings. Wish me a healthy pregnancy, please. Well, it's no surprise to me that the mother-in-law was cut off towards the end of the story, and the father-in-law gave a strict warning, if you keep this nonsense up, I will divorce you. Guys, I want to know your exact thoughts about this story. Go ahead, drop it downstairs in our comment section. I do hope you enjoyed it. My name's Mr. Reddito. If you guys are new to the channel, I narrate stories every single day. Stop by tomorrow, see what story we're talking about. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and just remember one thing. It's cool to be kind. See ya!